we're going to continue our mission with buying Decred. So this time we're going to look at a limit order using BCH, which is Bitcoin Cash. Now, Bitcoin Cash has a lot of stigma, but actual fact, because CoinEx lists it as an exchange with Decred, it actually makes it a viable pair from moving from British pounds into BCH and then into Decred, and actually makes that transaction a lot cheaper. Now, this is the first time that we're going to be able to get into that sweet spot of losses that is lower than 1%. So let's have a little look how this works. So as said in the previous videos, this is quite repetitive, but I just want to go through all the various ways in which you can get Decred, and hopefully in the future I'll be revamping these and we'll see some more fiat pairs where we can just do a limit order from a fiat pair straight into Decred, which would be absolutely great, and then we won't have to worry about this. But as you can see, this is the limit orders from British pounds into BCH, then to DCR. Now, the way I've got the losses set at the moment, it's actually 0.4 to 0.6. The exchange rates were really good. Whether that was just because of the day that I was observing this, or if that is normal, I'm not 100% sure. But on the first exchange, we actually started winning some money, so we actually completely cut all of our losses straight away, which was absolutely fantastic. So let's just have a little look. So once again, you will need a Coinbase and Coinbase Pro account, and remember, they are the same thing. You will need to use both in order to use the limit orders. In order to get your Coinbase account, you're going to need KYC. Then you're going to complete the first limit order from British pounds into BCH, and then we're going to transfer the BCH into CoinEx. From CoinEx, we're going to do our second limit order from BCH into Decred, and then finally transfer our Decred into our DCR wallet. So the things that you'll need to get set up before you get started, so obviously you'll need to have your Coinbase account set up, you'll need a CoinEx account, and you will need a DCR wallet. The details that you're going to need to have available are your full name, date of birth, email address, home address. You're going to need a driver's license or a passport or some kind of national ID. And then finally, you will need your credit card. So once you've moved your British pounds into Coinbase, you're going to then move your British pounds into Coinbase Pro. Remember from the last videos, the reason we do this is so we negotiate some of the other fees that we would get. So by doing it from Coinbase into Coinbase Pro, we just get rid of all of those fees. And then when you leave Coinbase Pro, do it the same way. So go from Coinbase Pro to Coinbase and then out to CoinEx. And it does slightly reduce the fees. So the limit order that I was looking at, I wanted to see the difference between the CoinMarketCap and Coinbase Pro. So I entered in exactly the same details. So I looked on CoinMarketCap and I saw the exchange rate was 290p. And I saw that the amount that we were going to get is going to be something like 0.49194194. So I entered that same detail into the limit order of Coinbase Pro. Now, if you look at the bottom where it says fees and the total, this was the bit that surprised me. It's actually the first time in running all of these experiments that we've actually got a better exchange than we would have got if we were running it on CoinMarketCap. So remember, these two screenshots were taken within 3 seconds of each other, so they're very close between, so there wouldn't have been that much of a difference. But as you can see, we're actually getting a really good rate here. So although, I mean, that being said, the actual exchange rate on Coinbase Pro, or the very last order, was actually £201, but it's the fact that I put in the same details that I would have in CoinMarketCap and got that better exchange, whereas we've not seen that. We didn't see that with Bitcoin. So straight away, if you look at the way we work this out, we're actually 67p up before we even start. Now we do have to account for the 50p in network fees, but even with those accounted, the final amount was £99.33. So we were up. So straight away, we were actually in gains before we start, which was brilliant actually. And if you've been following these videos, you'll notice that is the first time. So once again, moving your BCH off of Coinbase, you are going to incur a mining fee. Now, the mining fee currently is actually a fraction of a penny. I've rounded it up to a penny here, but it's actually a fraction of a penny. So, you know, with the 67p up, I mean, I put it at 0.01% losses, but in actual fact, this was a gain of 0.6. So we're already up from that exchange. So now we're into the CoinX. Now the CoinX, roughly the exchange rate, we're about 4p different from what we would have got on CoinMarketCap. So once again, it's fairly straightforward. We've got a 30p fee, and we've got an 11p transfer from our wallet into our from CoinX into our DCR wallet. So the total charges for this were between it was 0.00, so no losses at all, into 0.65. So as you can see, because we're not wanting to hold our BCH, there's no controversy there. We're just doing a simple exchange, and we've actually made money, which is great. And that's exactly where you want it to be. You want to be at a position where you're not in losses before you start, because the more percentage in losses you take, the harder it will be to recoup. So that was a fairly short one, but that's pretty much all I need to say on that. So I hope that was useful. And currently the best exchange we do have is this BCH into Decred. So just keep that in mind. And once again, in the future, we are looking for more exchanges, and it's these fiat ramps that we really want, and that'll be a massive game changer. The other massive game changer will probably be the DEX. Now, we have very limited information about the DCR DEX or the Decred DEX, but what things that we do know is there's going to be no fees. So you'll pay a registration fee, a one-off registration fee, and after that you're going to get no fees, no trading fees, which is going to be great. Because DEXs go wallet to wallet, you will still incur the mining fee. So when you're dealing with the mining fee, it's the same as we've looked at the last two videos. You want to go from the currency that's going to charge you the less in mining fees. So if we still haven't got any on-ramps, you might find something like Litecoin straight into Decred being a really good exchange. I mean, at the moment, it's harder to do that, but once it comes to the DEX, once we start getting things like that, hopefully you'll start seeing that, the exchange rates will be so good, and well, either which way, BCH is a fraction of a penny, Litecoin will be a fraction of a penny. You could even argue something like the Stellar network, which is basically zero. So we'll keep researching this, we'll keep looking at it. In the next video, I just want to touch on the DCR DEX and just show you what's going on there, and look at the information that I have. Now, the information I have is very limited. It's going to be just, alpha kind of stage. They're currently in testing, so we don't know a massive amount, but, it's very exciting. I think what they're trying to do is more exciting than I've seen in this space since Bitcoin was actually invented, which obviously was a monumentous thing. So I hope you enjoyed that. If you have any feedback, if you have any comments, give us a thumbs up, give us a subscribe, give us some feedback, give us a comment, and I'll see you in the next one.